Hey everybody, it's Dick Polipnick here with another episode of Online Growth Systems, and in today's episode, I am going to teach you how you can design your own quote image to post on social media. So let's dive right into it. As you can see here on my screen, I have opened up canva.com right here. And so you just open up, you sign up a free account. It's awesome. It's made by Guy Kawasaki, who is on the Apple team. And usually you have to open up into the more, but as you can see, it's just shortcutting my dashboard. So we'll go into more when you do your first design. And the internet's being slow, so it's not showing you the images. But you want to click social media post, because that's going to be the one that's the most generic for all the platforms. Because, you know, Twitter is more rectangular shaped, Instagram is a square, Facebook is more, it looks pretty close to a square, but it's a rectangle. Each one of those sizes is optimized best for their mobile versions of their apps. So when you use this certain size square, it's the most optimized for all the platforms. So we're going to go ahead. I have a paid version because I use it for one of my social media marketing companies and my some of the other companies that I do, because we post for all those sites and all those social media things. So I get a lot of these templates for free because I have an account. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually build it from scratch, from start to finish. So let's say we want to do a quote, a motivational quote from, let's just look up, here we go, top 10 quotes, top 10 motivational quotes. So we're going to dive right into top 10. There you go, Brainy Quote. That's a great website. I use it all the time. It's a good resource. It's brainyquote.com. Okay, let's check out, let's think of a keyword. Let's use quit. So like never quit, that kind of a thing. Okay, we could do a Muhammad Ali. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. I love it. We're doing it. Okay. So, okay. Apparently we're not. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to copy. First we're going to open up Google, look up Muhammad. Probably spelled his name wrong. Don't judge me. Yeah, I sure did. Okay, we're going to go into images. We're going to try to look for ones that aren't copyrighted. Usually when you're starting out, it doesn't really matter if you've only got, if you have under 100,000 subscribers or viewers or followers, I think you're going to be in good shape. I want to see one of him like sweating and stuff and working hard. So let's do sweating. There we go. Okay. Which one do we want? I'm going to go with, boom. And then you always want to click view image, because you always want to get the biggest, most high definition version of the photo you can. You drag it to your desktop. You open up your tab with the thing. You take the photo from the desktop, you drag it on until you see the plus sign. Don't do it too early, otherwise it'll open up it in the browser, and then you'll have to start over. It'll save it, hopefully, but you'll have to go open up a new tab again. So you wait till you see the blue plus or the green plus sign, and now it's loading. And you always look for right here. If you're looking at my mouse, you always want to wait for that blue or greenish color, that teal, to go away. Then you know it's ready to rock. Otherwise, it's going to slow your computer down. That's something that I've learned. So unfortunately, this is a rectangle, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to either cut it out or crop it. So usually it doesn't really matter if it's outside the photo. Now we're going to see how blurry it looks and if we need to make it smaller or not. So I think it looks just fine. So that's the photo. We're going to center it a little more. Right there. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to type in here in the search. I'm going to go with a square. I'm going to look for some kind of a border, something like that. Ooh, here we go. Something to go around the edges, because we're going to, you know what, we're going to go with a perfect square. We're going to go with this one. So that way we can do a highlighting thing. Then we're going to drag it to how we want it. Pick the color. I'm going to go with gold because I feel like he's deserving some gold. Try to find the right tint that I want. It's about a little darker right there. Okay. So here we go. We're going to make it like that. We're going to center it. You can kind of see those little cross lines, those crosshairs, you know, when you're in the middle, when you're centered in both vertically and horizontally. Okay. Now we're going to go into, we're going to look for something like this. We're going to drag it right there. Right. No, it's not the right size. What the heck? Right there. I don't think that one's going to fit well. Okay. We just need a regular square, bro. Here we go. This will work great. Boom. You know it's centered. Okay, now we're going to make it a white tint. And I know it looks like it's covering up, so you click Arrange back so that gold is in front of it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the transparency down to about half. Okay? So that way you can see the photo in the back, but you can also see what's in front of it too. So now you can still see kind of the gold here. We're going to do a copy paste. So I just did Command C, Command V on a Mac. You can also click copy up here, and that works too, because I just want a border on both sides. Make sure it's centered. Perfect. So now that looks kind of cool. It's like a little frame, you know what I'm saying? Now we're going to go into text. We're going to drag over some text, just some plain old text. Doesn't really matter because we're going to change it. Now we are going to, I think I got to re-highlight this because I copy and pasted the gold. We're going to paste that in there. You have to take these little buttons, these little knobs on the sides, drag it to your appropriate size. One bummer about Canva is you can't really adjust the it horizontally, you know what I mean, to make it shorter or vertically, I guess. So now we're gonna delete this, little ads from them. We're gonna do quotes, or actually, you know, we're not gonna do quotes quite yet. We're gonna highlight this whole thing. We're gonna look for a really cool font that we like. Okay, so we're gonna look for something that looks muddy and maybe like old and worn, leathery, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe this. This is one of my favorites. Let's see what it looks like. It's okay. I think I want to keep looking. We'll see. So we're gonna go with ooh, kind of like that little permanent marker. I like that a lot. Okay, it's already good size, so we don't really need to change that much. We're gonna make sure that it's centered this way, up and down, and then we are going to grab one here. We're going to give it a little quotey. We're going to make it massive. Okay. We're going to do a copy here. What we're going to do is we're going to, let's make this a little smaller. Right there. Drag it up a little bit. Drag this here, drag this here, just so it looks kind of cool. You can kind of see it's a quote, right? You take this, and now we're going to do the credits. So now we're going to, gotta make sure you spell it right here. 2 M's. All right. Muhammad. Perfect. Okay. Sometimes you can go like this. You can go like boxing champ. But for this, most people know who Muhammad Ali is. So we're gonna leave it. Okay. Like I said, make sure you guys comment any questions below, and I can walk you through it if you want to go in more depth. So we're gonna make this a little bigger here because he is an important person regarding this. Make sure it's centered like usual. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna change his color to the gold we were using. Let's go like this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna copy it. Make this black. We're gonna make it appear to have a little shadow effect. So by copying it, it's gonna be the same size, the same font, everything you need. Except that's directly on top of it. We need it. We're gonna zoom in with our cursor here. Just go like this with your mouse or with your dealio. And we could go like that. That looks pretty sweet. I like it. We're gonna keep it. Okay. And finally, you want to put your personal branding on here because this is a sweet photo. And then you do your last final touches. You can see all kinds of stuff that I know where to go. I know where to go. We're going to go to logos because I have logos. Most of you guys won't have logos. Then you just go into your uploads here and then just grab it. I have easy access because I've got the paid membership. Make it smaller because it's going to be on your phone most of the time, so it's going to be easy to see on those. I like to corner it like that. You make it small, but it's called a vector file, which means it's really high resolution, so you can see it on mobile phones really well. And you don't want to subtract from the image. You still want it to be, see, the more I zoom in, it's still crystal clear. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take, no, I want the white part. I want it to be a little lighter. Because, you know, it actually, with black text, I think it's just about perfect. So, there you go. It is Dunskies. Now, you want to name it. You would click. It kind of automatically fills it here. So, you click that. And we're going to go Muhammad Ali quote. You click download. Okay, you won't have this show team button. That's only for me. You select the one you want. JPEG. That's if you're making a really small picture, or like if you're maybe doing it for a quick little tweet maybe, or something that's going to be a little teeny detail on something. PNG I always recommend, and they do too apparently, whenever you're working with stuff, because on these phones, you need it to be as crystal clear as possible. PDF, that's if you're going to print it, you know what I mean, on printer paper. Apparently that's there. This is a digital version. And they're experimenting with this, and I personally have never used it because it's a little archaic yet for me. So we're going to suggest PNG. Only do transparent if you want it to be see-through, which we don't in this case. So we're going to click download. You wait for it. They always give you good quotes, so if you ever need some good info, you just download something, and then they'll give you one. Creativity is intelligence, having fun. I think I've used that one before, actually, on my Twitter. Check it out. At Dick Polipnick. So now you take it down here on your downloads, you drag it, and it should be good to go. Let's click on it, double click here, and see if it works. And then you can upload it to your social media, your Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, your newsletter. You can send it on an email. God, look at that high resolution. See how crystal clear that is on a huge like laptop screen? It's going to look even more beautiful on a mobile phone. You can see all the thing right here came out nice. The shadow looks great. The borders look great. You can still see Muhammad's face getting a little sweaty working out. Perfect. I love it. It's excellent. All right, that wraps up the video, everybody. Thanks for watching. In case you haven't subscribed yet, what's wrong with you? We do tutorials like this all the time. There's Animaker. We show you how to animate free videos. We show you how to make money on Twitter. We show you how to do email marketing, Facebook marketing, write a good newsletter, write a good blog post, write good copy, you name it. We do it. We're experts at it. I've got 9,000 followers on Twitter and growing every day. Just hit a new milestone in my subscriber count. We got about 1,000 entrepreneurs in our growth system newsletter. So make sure you guys subscribe to this channel, because it's definitely one that's growing on the rise, and you want to be a part of it in its early years, because who doesn't want to say that they're part of, you know, the PewDiePie of business when they were still under X amount of subscribers, or when they weren't the biggest in the world, because we will be someday, and you'll be there with us. So might as well jump on the train right now. All right, make sure you guys, if you really enjoyed this video and you know anybody who is looking for good software to use, maybe you know anybody in college who's looking to do some of this, make sure you send them an email or attach this to a text, or heck, man, share it on your Facebook or something. I'd be on for that. Hit me up in the comments below if you have any other ideas for tutorials we can do. We got this requested. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. To your growth.
Why, hello there. My name is Dick Polipnick, and I am clearly the best channel out of all of these simple things. You see, my channel is about entrepreneurship, entertaining, education, and all things about self-improvement. Cheers.